Hi everyone, welcome back for another episode of Adams for the Love of Movie Picks. Sorry about last week there, folks. I was just taking a break there. I had a lot going on personally and just was really tired and didn't really have time to come up with a movie. But we're back. This week we are going to be talking about the 1998 hit Disney film Mulan. Now this is Mulan 1 and 2. We're going to just be talking about the first one. During that great classic 90s era of, some of the best Disney movies of all time. This is another one from that era. Quite a few well-known actors in this too. You got Ming-Na Wen as the voice of Mulan. You got Eddie Murphy providing the comedy with the voice of Mushu. B.D. Wong as Shang. You might recognize him most from. I'm trying to think of the character's name, but he plays like the lead genetic scientist in the Jurassic Park series. You got Miguel Ferrer as Shang Yu. Pat Morita as the Emperor. Donny Osmond as Shang. George Takei is the first ancestor. And Frank Welker voices Khan. Basic storyline of this one is in ancient China, the Huns invade China, and the emperor declares that one male member from each family must go and fight for the army of China. Mulan's family, there is no son. There's just her father, who is quite elderly and really is in no position to be in an army fighting. So to save his life, she stows away and disguises herself as a man and takes her father's place in the army. At this time, women were, seen as little more as possessions of the men of China. They were certainly barely permitted to speak, let alone fight in an army. So basically, she's found out it's death. I think that is the punishment for something like that. And she actually proves herself as a man, and proves herself in the army. And eventually, gains the praise of the people of China as a hero for helping to defeat the Huns. Typical Disney movies, just some great music. You got Reflections, which is sung by Mulan in this, but I think the song is actually done by Christina Aguilera, if I'm not mistaken. The other song that I like in this one is a made for this movie song called "I'll Make a Man Out of You." The scenes that it's set with, during the training sequences at the army camp, the army training camp, really melds well together, and the song is quite catchy. I love the chorus of the song. Just like the Pocahontas that I did in my last review, I haven't seen Mulan in quite a while. I still want to see the live action one that they just released a couple of years ago. Which I haven't seen yet, but the animated one is quite good. Like I said, a lot of well-known voice actors in it. There's great humor sequences, like I said, mostly to do with Eddie Murphy's voicing of the guardian spirit, Mushu, which is basically a dragon sent by her ancestors to protect her and look after her and guide her. You provide some quite good comedy with it. I also like the grandmother in this. She's got some funny lines, a great. You almost want to say feminist movie because it's a female lead character, in an empowering role in a male dominated world in ancient China, and just a great movie. And the whole animation sequences and the way everything's put together and the plot and the story is very well done. Interesting little tidbit, just so you may not know about this movie. I don't remember this. I mean, when this movie came out, I was probably 10 years old. It's probably true. It is true, apparently. I'm just saying, I personally don't remember, but apparently as a promo during the release of this movie, McDonald's had a partnership where they released a limited edition sauce for their McNuggets called Szechuan sauce. It was only around for a limited time. They did eventually bring it back, but it's funny. Now, I have to look it up. I can't remember if they brought it back because of this or it was brought back just before and they happened to do an episode on it. But the TV show Rick and Morty, it's only been around for a couple of years. They actually did an episode about this where he talks about how Rick, the main character, the elderly scientist grandfather, talks about how, his love for this Szechuan sauce, and wishing they would bring it back. So yeah, that was just an interesting, funny little tidbit. Something tied into a modern day, even now that they still can relate to the Mulan movie. So yeah, if you haven't seen the Mulan movie, it's great for all ages. If you have seen it, do it again. You might be like me, you haven't seen it in a while, and you want to watch something and relive a movie from your childhood. But yeah, check out Mulan. You will not be disappointed. Have yourselves a great night, folks, and we'll catch you in the next one. Ugh.